beware, beware. This is a warning. The Grim Reaper of radio, Bob Romanik, with his off-the-record show is about to air. He's probably the nastiest and craziest son of a bitch that you've ever had the misfortune to encounter. The Grim Reaper show will be very controversial and probably quite tasteless. If you are even slightly offended by controversial matter concerning religion, racial matters, politics, or life's problems, you are hereby warned to turn this program off immediately. The Grim Reaper show will be, like his face, very scary and very ugly. At this time, not proudly, but shamefully presents to you Bob Romanik, the craziest son of a bitch on the radio today.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot. Good Friday morning, my producer. It's Friday, October the 30th, so I've got that right today. Weather report, it's a little chilly. There's no rain. Weather report's over. Show should be over. Everybody would have a better day, but I'm going to sit here for an hour and aggravate these rotten bastard politicians. We're going to start, as everybody knows, the primaries coming up in March and then the general election next November. And people will say, that's a long time. No, it's not a long time. 12 months go quick. Life goes quick, but these 12 months are going to go a lot quicker. These politicians on both sides of the river and all throughout this country. I think there's going to be a great, big anti-incumbent backlash because most of these guys in office should not be there. I talked with people last night at a meeting. Said, Bob, we're voting against everybody that's in office. And I said, I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but if that's what you want to do, do it. I said, you need to research all the candidates because there are some good public officials, some good public servants in office. But there's so many politicians. I think the few public servants are going to get screwed at the end of the day, but that's the way it is in politics. We're going to talk about local school district, local 1220. They're to meet at 1 o'clock today to either settle or not settle. They're voting on a contract. And we'll talk about that in just a little bit. Want to talk again about Cahokia. We'll go there. Lines are always open. I don't want to rant and rave too much today. So if anybody's got anything of any importance, we are America's voice of freedom. We are the Patriots. You can call toll-free 1-888-394-1430. On the east side, 394-1190. The East St. Louis Veterans Memorial Post 2505. Annual Veterans Day dinner event for 2015. They're honoring their hometown business entrepreneurs. It'll be held next Sunday, November the 8th. Tickets are $30. It's to be held at the Clyde C. Jordan Senior Citizen Center at 6755 State Street in East St. Louis. For ticket information, you can call 618-616-1720 or 618-874-1300. Our good friends in St. Louis, St. Wenceslaus Parish Fall Festival. Saturday, November the 7th from noon to 9 p.m. And I have fried chicken and roast beef dinner served from noon to 7 p.m. The Wirtz Mart in Mascoutah, next Sunday, November the 8th from 11 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. The Mascoutah Moose Lodge, located at 111 North 2nd Street in Mascoutah. All you can eat, pork sausage, sauerkraut, mashed potatoes. Any questions or concerns, you can call 566-2833. The Belleville Firefighters Association, Local 53, having their chicken and beer dance. The Old Salt Union will be the band. It'll be held at Fisher's Restaurant next Saturday, November the 7th. The radio station will definitely be there. We're a strong supporter of the Belleville Fire Fighters Association Local 53. Old Salt Union will be the band. Doors open at 6. Food starts at 7. If you have any questions or concerns or would like to get tickets, you can call 234-2244. In Mascoutah again, located at 212 Fillmore Street in Mascoutah at the corner of South Route 4 and Fillmore. It's the Diggers Haunted Yard in its 9th year. You can walk by. There's an outdoor event every night from dark to 10 p.m. It's later on the weekends. It has wheelchair access as long as it doesn't rain too much, Digger says. So if you have any questions or concerns, you can call Digger. That's Wayne Laquette at 979-5639. Millstadt American Legion Post 502 having their meat shoot this Sunday, November the 1st at TR's Place, 4901 Concordia Road in Belleville. It'll be from noon to 5 p.m. They've got guns if you don't have yours. Any information, concerns, you can contact Dennis at 618-476-7744. Honoring our military heroes, November the 11th from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's at the Mighty Key Muffler in Arnold, but I think all the Mighty Key Mufflers have it. They're going to give free oil changes, coffee, donuts to all the veterans. So Mighty Key Muffler, we want to salute you guys for being concerned about our veterans. Veterans Salute, November the 6th at 1 p.m. That's Friday, 1 p.m., November the 6th at McCormick Center, 300 South 2nd Street in Belleville. It's honoring all the military heroes. Says, please join us, enjoy our salute. It's presented by the Notre Dame Academy students. Pick me up on iTunes. Type in Bob Romanik and or the Grim Reaper of Radio. You can go to our streaming site, insanebroadcasting.com, one word, common spelling. You can like us on Facebook at KQQZ 1190 AM or our sister station at KZQZ 1430 AM. You can also hear my repeat performance every day at 4 o'clock p.m. and now broadcasting from the graveyard to the graveyard shift every night at the stroke of midnight. Well, I don't know where the hell it's at. How the hell can you have papers sitting right in front of you? We got to get the Guinness Book of World Records because my papers, they end up getting legs and walking away. But hold on. Don't rush me. People, please don't rush me. I don't need to be rushed this early in the morning. Haven't had my medication, so here we go. And it wasn't, I guarantee you, when they say it was well worth the wait, this wasn't worth the wait. On this date, October the 30th, 1919, pro baseball outlawed the spitball and the shine ball, whatever the hell that is. On this date, October the 30th, 1945, shoe rationing ended. Shoes were one of the many items rationed during World War II in America. On this date, October the 30th, 1992, Magic Johnson played his last game in the NBA before retiring for the second time. Who really gives a damn? That's what little happened on this date, October the 30th, throughout all these years in our world's history. We've got some callers. Let's go ahead. Let's take some callers. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
I miss you so much. How are you? I didn't know where you went. This is Angie.
Hey, Angie, where the hell you been? You just get out of jail?
I couldn't believe you left me high and dry. Listen, please let me get this. It's a question. I want answers, and I'm hoping you can help me. I don't have any preconceived notions.
Okay.
So allow me, and I'm going to put it out there, and I just want you to tell me what's going on. Well, first of all, I was a little shocked when I found out that Alvin Parks was made city manager. So I did a little inquiring on my own. And this is what I heard. Can you please just clarify, or if this may be news to you, that the reason this happened is because the mayor, and I like her, she started making changes, and she wouldn't consult with her council. And after a while of being disrespected, they couldn't have meetings with her. She put them off. They did this to get her attention. Do you know anything about that? Number one, and here's a side comment. I also heard people say, well, they thought it was a disgrace that people did not vote for June to be the council or whatever the ticket party carried, and she appointed her. So the comment is, for them to appoint Parks when the city has rejected him is equivalent to her putting June in a seat because the city rejected her. And it all stems from her not willing to include them and have a conversation with them and meet with them. I'm just trying to get an understanding if it was a sincere appointment of him or if it was done maliciously for the reasons I stated. Can you answer that?
Hey, Angie, let me tell you what. You're very insightful, and if you've just got out of jail, come on, I got a care package for you. I haven't heard from you for a while, and it always is a pleasure hearing from you because you'll tell it the way it is. But, Angie, here's my take, and I guarantee you this is the way it happened. And you're right about Amika Ustinka Jackson. That lady acts like she's on the moon. She would not correspond with any of the council members, and it was to get her attention, number one, but I think it was to punish her, number two, but number three, her daddy, Eddie the Gerbil, he orchestrated some of that. I think he sold his daughter down the river because it's all about Eddie the Gerbil Jackson. But having said that, yes, June Hamilton Dean, I believe, is a lovely lady, and she did lose the election. But you got to remember, Angie, usually if you lose the election doesn't mean that you weren't the best qualified candidate. It just means there were more votes stolen for your opposition, more votes paid for your opposition. But June Hamilton Dean, I think, has been a total asset, a positive asset for the city of East St. Louis. But the problem is, Angie, Amika was on the board or on the council for 6 years. She comes out, gets elected, then she wants to blame everybody else for her misgivings. She was a financial committee chairman for 6 years, and as soon as she gets elected, she must have took a trip to La La Land on her inauguration day because she forgot all about the crap that she had brought bad to the city. She forgot all about the crap that she voted on, the bad crap that she voted on with her daddy's influence, of course. So here's the problem, Angie. You've got Alvin Sugar Britches. He's an incompetent, stupid son of a bitch. You've got Amika, who's incompetent and stupid. You have nobody at this point in that city that is running the city. The council members, they're going to vote according to their political alliances, and I understand that. Even though it's wrong, I understand that they're doing that. But at the end of the day, Angie, if somebody doesn't take hold, they took hold of the School District 189, the state did. If the state doesn't come in and help those poor, proud black people in East St. Louis, not the politicians, not the greasy, sleazy politicians, but if they don't come and help the proud black community, that town's going to be destroyed in the next year or two. What's your take?
Well, I feel some kind of way. I am a product of East St. Louis, and I happen to, and I know this may not be your opinion or feeling, I happen to really feel strong that Amika is, of the choices, she was the best choice. And I think at some point maybe you thought that too. And I think
Angie, I did.
I think you felt that way.
I did. Wait a minute, Angie. I did until a lady lied to me, sitting right across me, and she says, "I'm going to get rid of Claiborne. He's no good for the town. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to not fight. I'm not going to fight for what's wrong. I'm going to fight for what's right." And that's not working with Sprague, who has screwed the Belleville boys have screwed. She told us everything we wanted to hear. She told us everything that if she would have done, that city would be right on the right track. She got elected. She went goofier than she was. But go ahead, Angie.
Well, no, and that I was getting ready to ask you why. You just told me that. And so I just think that when someone, and I don't care who it is, when someone brings you into their trust, you expect them to deliver. And when they don't deliver, there's a saying, and it says, "You get me once, shame on you. And you get me twice, shame on me." We don't have time to keep going through and giving people a lot of chances here. I mean, the community, the city is at the bottom. And so this is not marbles. You get in here, you do what you said you would do, and you make improvements. And don't be scared. If it means turning your backs on buddies and friends, because your buddies and friends, they are but 2 or 3 votes, but you've got At night, here's my rule. Can I look at myself in the mirror and can I go to sleep in peace? And I don't care who it means I've got to step on in order to do the right thing. We can't be punks. We got to stand up for what's right, because at the end of the day, my integrity is not for sale.
Angie, I'll tell you what, I'm voting for you. I know we don't always agree, but I love that last line. Your integrity's not for sale. Here's the problem, Angie, with Amika. She wanted to make change. There was no change. She kept Senator Claiborne. Senator Claiborne still making $1 million a year. She knew what was going on, but her daddy, Eddie the Gerbil, said, you got to take care of Claiborne. Claiborne is one of the major problems. Agree or not?
I agree, and I like him, and so it hurts me to have to speak against someone that I like. And I was sharing this with a friend of mine, and she says your liking him or liking her has nothing to do with their professional or their ability to lead a city, the people. And you can still like them, but if they don't make the best choice, you have to consider that.
Yeah.
And I think that my only other comment, and this is aside, now I'm clear on everything you said, I need some help. Now, I don't live in East St. Louis now, and I'm really sad to say that I wish I could have stayed, but it would have cost me too much, and I wasn't willing to pay it. And I'm talking about from the educational system to the property taxes and everything in between. So I thank God I had options. Now, here's my question. I don't want to divulge where I live, but I want to say this. I'm in an unincorporated area, and who in the world do I call about these holes, these potholes in my street? I'm tired of it. I'm in an unincorporated area. If I call the police, I get St. Clair County Sheriff. It is a shame. My street, I don't want to buy a car because it's going to tap my front end. Who do I call about these clowns speeding up and down my street? I need help.
Angie, who you call if you're in an unincorporated area? Call Mark Sweet Cakes Kern, and let me branch off on that. I know you're a proud black lady, but why? Why does everyone below the hill have to vote Democrat? Why does everyone say, I can't vote Republican? I'd vote for somebody that could be called whatever they wanted to be called. I'd vote for somebody, I don't give a damn what color they are. Why do you think, Angie, being a proud black lady, why does a proud black community, and I don't think you can answer for them, but why do you think the proud black community follows these stupid, white, ignorant, and I'm sometimes not proud to be white. The black community works hard for the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party, in turn, does not a damn thing for them. And I say this every day, how East St. Louis goes, how below the hill goes, is how we all go in St. Clair County. Why do you think that the black community keeps on voting for these guys year after year after year, and they're promised everything and given nothing?
I can answer that.
Okay.
Because we're ignorant. And keep in mind, I'm not using ignorance as a negative, like a fool.
No, you just don't know better. Don't know any better.
Because ignorant means you don't know any better.
Right.
And here's the problem. We're voting parties, and we should be voting issues. If you like peanut butter, and I like peanut butter, I should be voting for you. If you like scrambled eggs, and I like scrambled eggs, I'm voting for you.
I'm coming to your house for breakfast, Angie.
I don't vote both parties. I wouldn't care if you're independent, if you're Republican, and if you're Democrat. By the way, I just had a big argument with my mother. I told my mother, if I had to vote a party, I'm not sure it would be Democrat if I was forced to.
Right.
Because I've been voting Democrat for years, and they've been kicking me in my ASS. I haven't seen any improvements. We're in the hole. So maybe I need to think about voting another party. I don't have an allegiance to a party. I vote issues.
Well,
and I advise everybody to do that. Become learned. stop thinking that Democrats are for you, because they're not.
No,
Just like all Republicans are not against you.
You know, Angie, and you're right. And with the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition, our motto is vote the person, not the party. So I'd have to disagree. I don't say vote Republican just because of the party affiliations. I say you get everybody. You research what they can do for the community, and then you vote the person, not the party. Angie, I'm going to give you the final shot before we take a break. And it's always a pleasure having you call. Go right ahead, honey.
Thank you so much this morning, and I pray God's blessings, and keep speaking out for what's right. Don't be scared. And by the way, I saw you the other day. You're not an ugly man. I don't know why you put that. Now, that's a lie. I saw you. You didn't see me, but I saw you, and I said, oh, that's not a bad-looking white boy.
Hey, Angie. No, and I am a bad-looking white boy. Were you the gal that grabbed my butt at the grocery store? Hey, I don't know, Angie, if these ladies grabbing my butt are trying to get my wallet. I would hope they're trying to make a sexual move. But, hey, listen, Angie, it is always a privilege talking to you, because even though we don't agree, you'll stand tall for what you believe in. That's what this great country's about. And I want to salute you, because you've taken your rights to talk free, to speak your mind. And those brave military heroes that are laying over their dead in Jefferson Barracks, I know they're looking down on you and say, thank you, Angie, for fighting for what we fought and gave our lives for. Angie, thank you very much, sweetheart.
I expect you to defend me when these people call in and badmouth me.
Hey, if I can defend you, Angie, I will. And thank you very much, honey. Before we take a quick break, we're going to talk about the school district 189. They're local 1220. I got a call late last night. They're going to have a meeting at 1 o'clock today. Now, I don't want to cast a bad light on the union officials for School District 189 for Local 1220, but I'd like to ask, why the hell don't they let their membership know what the hell they're going to vote on? They're going to have the membership come in at 1 o'clock, and it's going to be a pressure vote, because now it's been a month. The teachers have no money coming in. The teachers losing their insurance tomorrow, the last day of the month. And I've said this from day one. That's what was going to happen. That's what was going to happen. They were going to stall the proud union members for 1220 local and make them take this last offer. Now, I ask, again, at 1 o'clock, they're going to discuss what the offer is. And then we're going to have to vote on it today. We're going to have to vote on it today. I would urge all the proud members of Local 1220, you read that. You guys have been out a month, and it's not good for the students. We all know that. But you've got family to support, too. If they try to shove something down your throat, I tell them to kiss my ass. You've been out a month. The school board, they can't take much more heat either. They're getting heat from everywhere about getting these students back to work. So don't sell out. And don't make it a quick vote, Local 1220 members. When you get this information at 1 o'clock, and I'll be getting it right afterwards, when you get it, absorb it. I don't know if I'd make a vote at 1:30 or 2 o'clock. I think I'd think about it over the weekend. It's like buying a car. You go to a car dealer and they say, here's the price, but you got to buy it right now. I walk off the lot. Don't let them intimidate you good people in Local 1220. Don't let them stall you out. It's been a month, and it's going to be hard times. But when you sell out to School District 189, they put you in your place. And it's not going to be a good place, I don't believe. We'll find out what's going on. And, hey, Ray Coleman, I got to say, too, you and Amika, I flushed Amika out. You heard me 2 weeks ago. Hey, where's the elected officials? So she comes out with her political consultant, Ray Coleman. What an idiot he is. You're not doing any good, Amika. You're not doing any good, Ray Coleman. All Ray Coleman wants is the press so he can talk to the press. You can talk to me. Ray, call me, 394-1190. You'll get on camera. You'll disregard Washington Park. And I want to know also, you're the consultant in Washington Park. Do the people in Washington Park, the leaders, are they hanging on with the school district people? And if they are, you guys are fighting Greenwood and the guys you're supposed to be politically aligned to. So you can't have it both ways, Ray Coleman. Are you representing Washington Park when you're out there fighting Greenwood, when you're out there fighting Charlie Powell, when you're out there fighting the members of School District 189? And I'm just asking, Ray, what the hell are you doing, you stupid, no count, good for nothing, low life idiot? And a side note, this man works for Washington Park, makes $70,000 a year, people. He gets expenses. He gets gas mileage. And he comes and goes as he wants for $70,000 a year. And then they're paying him back pay that I don't think he deserves. In an impoverished town, political leaders, you guys need to rectify this situation. You need to rectify the mistake that was made. You need to get rid. I personally think you need to get rid of Ray Coleman because he's no good for anybody in Washington Park. We come back, we're going to go to East St. Louis. We're going to talk about Lindenwood. You can also give us a call, toll free, 1-888-394-1430. On the east side, 394-1190. We are America's voice of freedom. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot.
From KQQZ 1190 AM, St. Louis, Missouri, USA, you're listening to Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot. As everyone knows, we've been working on the 1190 signal. Actually, they're out there today trying to finish it up. So just stand by. 1190 is going to be as powerful as ever and even more so. 1430. In the meantime, I know it's not the old country, but it is the golden oldies. So you can switch back and forth from 1190 to 1430. But I think we will be finished at the end of the day, and it'll be a booming 1190. And again, thank everyone for their patience. We've got some more callers. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
I'm Reaper.
Hey.
Thank you very much for all you do. I appreciate the way you get to the bottom of things and listen to you whenever I can, mostly on the road.
Thank you, sir.
But, and be waiting for that station to get back up so we got a little more power.
Okay.
But here's the deal. I'm a union guy.
Well, they salute you for that, Ken.
What the teachers are doing. And they could have taken off and struck during their own vacations if they were really concerned about the kids. Anytime the public employee unions want to bargain, they bargain when it hurts the people the most, which is what everybody does. But when you're not a public employee union, you work for a company and you strike, at least it's on the people who own the company. But taxpayers got to support them whether they can or not. And if the teachers are so concerned about the kids, let them do it during their own vacation time strike.
You know, Ken, I agree with you, and I understand where you're going. But if they'd have done it during the summer, it wouldn't have had the same effect, as you know. And I don't want to say anybody's holding the kids hostage, but you know, Ken, when you negotiate, you use everything you can because you're fighting for what you believe in, and you're fighting to get money for your family. And I understand that. But Ken, how long you been a union member?
I've been a union member for almost 50 years.
How many? 50.
I started when I was 17 years old.
Well, I'll tell you what. What company you drive for, Ken, or can you say?
No, I really can't say.
Okay. Are they treating you okay?
Treat me okay.
Okay, well, listen, Ken, I want to thank you for the call. Thank you for your compliment and comment. And you truckers out there, keep up the good work. You guys never get a pat on the back. I want to pat you on the back because without the truckers in this great United States of America, nothing would move. Thank you very much, Ken.
Good man.
We got another caller? Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Bob Romanik, Rudy McIntosh. How are you today?
Hey, Officer McIntosh. How the hell you doing, buddy?
I'm blessed. Feeling good. Hey, look, I hate to interrupt your show.
You're not interrupting? Are you crazy?
For Halloween, Bob, the kids here in District 189, normally they have what they call a trunk or treat at all the schools here in District 189.
Uh-huh.
And this year, unfortunately, they can't have that due to the strike. But here's what I'm going to do. At 5 o'clock today on the parking lot here across from District 189, we're going to have that for them, trunk or treat. I want the parents to come out, bring their kids. We're going to supply them with plenty of free candy and refreshments.
Well, you know what? Hey, Rudy, I tell you what, you're one hell of a guy. That's right across the street from 10th and State, the East St. Louis School District building, right?
That's correct.
And
That's correct.
Everybody, all the kids of East St. Louis and their parents, everyone's invited?
Everyone's invited. We got to do what we got to do, Bob. I mean, somebody's got to do it. I haven't heard anybody else step up to the plate yet.
Well, you know what, Rudy, it's really correct, because without the schools being in, all these little Halloween parties for especially the younger kids, that's probably one of the few days they get to enjoy themselves and have a good time. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Rudy. I appreciate what you're doing. I'm going to run you down a check for $200-300. Will that help get some refreshments for the kids?
It will be excellent, Bob. And everybody's invited. That's why I reached out to this radio station for a reason. I was talking to the chief of police this morning, Bob, and I told him what I was going to do, and he said, "Hey, let's do it." So it's going to get done, and like I say, it means something to these kids. At the end of the day, like you just said, normally they have these parties in the classrooms and things of that nature. Unfortunately, they couldn't have it this time, but we're going to make it happen.
I'll tell you what, Rudy McIntosh, I salute you for what you're trying to do. I'll probably bring $500 down, Rudy, so you can count on my support for the young kids of East St. Louis. And I hope a lot of other people would come down. Maybe, hey, Rudy, would it be okay for people to bring soda down? Some of these businesses bring soda down to you, potato chips, anything for the kids for Halloween?
That would be perfect. We'll be setting up today about 3 o'clock, and it's going to be just more than that's going to be hot dogs, sodas, candy, things of that nature. It's just to bring them together and make them have a good time, Bob. That's what we're trying to do.
Hey, Rudy, thank you very much. I salute you and all the police officers. Rudy McIntosh, you've been a great police officer for all these years, and I want to salute you for that. So keep up the good work, Rudy. I will run some money down to you right after the show.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Okay, buddy. Thanks a lot. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio. And you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM. Simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane Broadcasting. America's bi-state voice of freedom. Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot.
From KQQZ 1190 AM, St. Louis, Missouri, USA, you're listening to Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio. And we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot. I want to salute our good friend, Officer Rudy McIntosh from the East St. Louis Police Department. You heard what he's going to do. He's going to be across the street in the parking lot from the school district at 5 o'clock. Everyone, they've invited every child and every person in East St. Louis to come out for free hot dogs, refreshments. Now, when people do that, that gets to my heart. And I want to challenge. I'll be down there with money to help a great cause. I challenge Mark, Sweet Cakes, Kern, God, Sprague, Barra Civic, you rotten bastards. I challenge all of you to bring some food down there. Bring some refreshments down there so the less fortunate kids in East St. Louis can have a decent Halloween. You bastards are there Election Day. You're there Election Day, and that's the only day. And anyone else can donate to that great cause. It's at 10th and State Street. It's going to be at 5 o'clock this afternoon. It's going to be for the kids of East St. Louis, our children. And let me tell you one thing, people. They're our children. They may be black, and they may live in East St. Louis, but they're still our children. You understand me? A child is a child. I don't give a damn what color he is. So no matter what, they're our children, and they should be all of our children. And it just pisses me off when these rotten bastard, no-count son of a bitch and politicians not only screw the adults, they screw the children. And every child on this earth is our child. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
What's going on, Bob?
Hey, Ronnie, how you doing?
Man, I'm doing real good, man. Rudy kind of got me, man. I was over here in St. Louis Drive, and I said, let me call in. I'll be over there to support Rudy. I got a football game this evening, but I'll be stopping by there, Bob. I just want to let Rudy know it. You keep doing what you're doing, man.
Hey, Ronnie, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Don't it piss you off? Don't it piss your people off? You see a dog walking the street, it ain't your dog, but you want to be nice to it. You see a child walking the street, it ain't your child, but you ought to want to be nice. Don't give a damn about a color barrier. When you're a child, you're a child. You deserve to have a Halloween or Christmas or Thanksgiving. Give a damn less about the color. So again, Barra Civic, Kern, Sprague, you big shots in your $1 million friggin' mansions. Come down there and help the poor people of East St. Louis. Give a damn about racism and racial problems are one thing. But let's don't get our children involved because they don't deserve it, black or white. Let's let them be children. Let's let them grow up. Let's let them have some happiness in their lives. But you rotten bastard political son of a bitches, you sit there and screw everybody. And I hope you's all rotten hell, and I don't mean political hell. You no-count rotten bastards. I mean real hell. Pisses me off. Children, animals can't take care of themselves. That's what we're put on this earth for. That's what adults are supposed to do. And you rotten bastard politicians, where are you at, Parks? Are you coming out there? Where are you at, Amika, you stinker Jackson? Hicks? You make $50,000 doing nothing as a mayor. You make another $90,000 doing nothing working for the state. Why don't you guys take some money out of your pocket instead of putting all the taxpayers' money in yours? It just pisses me off that people can't be decent. Didn't want to go there, but they can kiss my ass. Cahokia, God Sprague, you piece of crap. They tell me that someone just filed an ARDC complaint on him. That's the Attorney Registration and Disciplinary Commission. And they have a good point here. And it comes from a nice lady, Kim Deers, lifelong resident of Cahokia. And she's got a very good point. Sprague is sitting there, says Bob Sprague should be investigated as it was he who was retained to represent the village of Cahokia. He's the legal counsel. He, the man who sits next to the president of the board, is his legal advisor. And Sprague, in my opinion, is not advising the mayor on legal issues. What are you getting paid $100,000, $200,000 for, God Sprague, you idiot? You piece of crap idiot? Oh, he's a big shot attorney. He's a big shot chairman of the St. Clair County Democratic Central Committee. I give a damn less. You people down in East St. Louis and all throughout this county better wise up. That son of a bitch is a little guy behind the screen like the Wizard of Oz. He's not a big shot. He's a big piece of crap. So is Mark Sweet Cakes Kern. And when is everybody, black and white, Democrats, Republican, men, women, when are you going to understand that these son of a bitches aren't better than we are? They're actually worse. They're scum. They're scum of the earth. But everybody's afraid. Don't say nothing about God Sprague. Hey, I'll say something about God Sprague. He's a no-good piece of crap. Don't do anything or piss off Mark Sweetcakes, Kern, the county board chairman. He's an important man. You see how important he is? I beat him in 3 minutes. You see how important he is? I've got a billboard up there with him and big boobies, because that's what he is, a big booby. I got one down in East St. Louis. Who's the biggest clown in town? Him or Bozo? And I want to apologize to Bozo. But you people, get off your asses. These aren't big shots. These are political no-count, good-for-nothing scumbag bastards. And we're sitting there like they're somebody. They're up on that pedestal. They've got their suits, their ties on. I say, kiss my ass. You can kiss my ass with that tie, you no-good son of a bitch and bastards. At the end of the day, people, we own this great country. We're the bosses. Why do we give these bastard politicians the stick? They don't earn it. We give it to them. They're not ball players who've worked hard to get and hone their skills. We give them these positions, and then we look up to them in awe. No, we don't. We give you those positions that mean that you work for us. We don't work for them. When you people get off on a sidetrack? Let's start demanding more from our politicians. Let's start demanding more from the people that we put in office. Let's start demanding more from these rotten bastards making $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 a year. When is enough enough? In God's sprig, you are an embarrassment to the legal community. You're down there in Cahokia. You're down there 20 minutes a day, 1 day a week for a meeting, and you're making $200,000, $300,000, whatever you're making. You don't give a damn about the black community. All you do is take. You'll come down on election day. You'll go down to East St. Louis, and I'm going to tell you people in East St. Louis, you political people, if you follow God Sprague's lead in the 2016 election, then you are as bad or not. You are worse than God Sprague. You're what we call, let me get a good political correct term, plantation Negroes. Why do you sell out to these white boys in Belleville? And I'm a proud white man. And I want everything I've earned and deserve. I want every proud white person to have everything they've earned and deserve. But I also want every proud black person to have what they've earned and deserved. And you guys have earned a lot more from the Democratic Party of St. Clair County. But you haven't got it. You haven't got it in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. And they keep telling you, it's coming, it's coming. It ain't coming. If it ain't made it in 40 years, that son of a bitch has died on the vine. But they'll keep telling you every election, take care of us and we'll take care of you. They get taken care of with 2 and 3 pensions. And what do you get? You get nothing. What do your children get? Your children get nothing. And I don't give a damn if you don't want nothing, but fight for your children. Fight for your family. Don't sit back and take this crap. It just pisses me off. And if you guys don't like what I'm saying, turn it off, because I don't give a damn. I didn't give a damn before, and I give a damn less now. You guys better get a dose of reality. You need a reality check, and I'm going to give it to you. I'm tired of this crap. I'll go up there and fight those son of a bitches in Belleville every day. I don't give a damn. And if I'm a one-man war, I'll be a one-man war, a one-man army, because I don't give a damn. But I think the people of St. Clair County, I think they're tired of this crap. I think the people of Cahokia are tired of this crap. You got idiots all over the place. You got the McCalls, you've got the Parkses, you got the Spragues, you got the Kerns, the Bear Civics, and you hear those names over and over again. Look at McCall in Centerville. I told you it's not the McCall team, it's the McCall family. His son's the mayor, Curtis McCall Jr. He works for the school district, makes another $60,000, $70,000 besides his $50,000 as mayor of Cahokia. Curtis McCall Sr., township supervisor. He's on 2 or 3 boards out there making money. Now his other son's an alderman in Centerville. I rest my case. It's not the McCall team, it's the McCall family. Same way with the Bear Civics. There's probably 15, 20 Bear Civics on the payroll throughout the county and the state. They all don't have the same last name, but their mother-in-law, father-in-law, political inbred son of a bitches. And what do you good people have? Higher taxes. Not enough money to pay your bills. And if you guys want to keep living like that, then live like that. Because only you can change your destiny. Only you can tell them that you've had enough. Together we can do it, people. You hear me every day. When the hell? What's it going to take? Somebody coming in your house and beating the hell out of you to get you to understand what's going on in politics in St. Clair County? These inbred bastards keep it up and keep it up. I would say in the end, anybody. Hey, all you Arabs down in East St. Louis, you take from the community. Why don't you give something back to the community? Don't charge $4 for a soda. Take some soda down to 10th and State Street today so the kids in East St. Louis, our children, you hear me, our children, can have a decent Halloween. Arabs, I'm challenging you too. And speaking of Arabs, hey, Claiborne, I hope you and Eddie Jackson have your ass down there. I'm bringing $500 down to help with the refreshments for the kids for Halloween. You guys live down there. You guys represent these people. You guys are paid for by these people. You come down and bring your $500. Eddie Jackson, Claiborne, Sprague, Kern, Barra Civic, Stone. I want to see you son of a bitches down there. Today, not on election day, but today. Let's go, I'm pissed. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you've been listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, America's bi-state voice of freedom. Boy, you bastard son of a bitches just piss me off. Let me tell you, people, don't think it's a game. I'm so pissed at these son of a bitches, I can barely take it, and I hope you feel the same way. I don't give a damn. You hear somebody say they don't give a damn. Most of the time they do. When I say I don't give a damn, I don't give a damn. I'm going to fight these son of a bitches, and I hope you're there to fight them too. Because together, we can continue. We can unite. And we can expose day in and day out. We can drag these no-count, rotten, bastard political punks. And I want to apologize to the punks because they're not as bad as these rotten, bastard political son of a bitches. And at the end of the day, do something that we need to do, we want to do, we'll enjoy doing. That's destroying them. Politically, of course. Right here. On the dark side.
They're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time. And I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats. And they're coming to take me away, ha-ha.
The Patriot.
Your First Amendment and All-American Station. A division of Insane Broadcasting. Renegade Radio.
KQQZ, St. Louis.